Hello everyone, welcome to Chargers TV. Week 2 of the SEABL Finals series concluded over the weekend, and let's have a look at the results for you now. In the women's competition, it was Bendigo beating Geelong 99-74. Top scorers for Geelong were Danielle Wolin with 17 points and 3 assists, while Ebony Ralph had 16 points and 7 rebounds. For the Bendigo Braves, Gabe Richards had 25 points and 16 rebounds, while Nadine Payne had 20 points and 9 rebounds, and also 6 assists as well too, and Bendigo advanced through to the preliminary final next week. In the other women's semi-final, it was Nunawading taking on the Melbourne Tigers, and the Spectres get the win in this one, 76-54. For the Melbourne Tigers, Rebecca Cole had 18 points and 5 rebounds, while Luella Tomlinson had 13 points and 6 rebounds. For the Nunawading Spectres, it was Whittle with 24 points and 3 rebounds, while Hannah Savick had 12 points and 7 rebounds. And with Nunawading winning that one, they go through to the preliminary final, and they will take on the Launceston Tornadoes this Saturday night coming at the Elfin Sports Centre, which I can tell you is a sellout. So well done to Janie Finlay and the team in Launceston for getting the job done there. Really great to see. In the men's semi-final, let's have a look. Kilsyth defeating Bendigo 111-88. For Bendigo, Ray Turner, 27 points and 9 rebounds, while Jeremy Kendall had 16 points and 7 assists. For the Kilsyth Cobras, Isaac Turner, 30 points and 4 assists, Chris Pannon with 21 points and 6 rebounds, Sam Daly had 13 points and 5 rebounds. Now, in the other men's semi-final, and this is the one that we were keeping an eye on, as we mentioned in the show last week, it was the Ballarat Miners taking on the Geelong Supercats, and Geelong gets the win in this one, 90-65. They get the win by 25 points. For Ballarat, Peter Hooley had 17 points and 5 rebounds and 4 assists, while Nick Pasolia had 10 points, 6 rebounds and 4 steals. For the Geelong Supercats, DeMarcus Gatlin had 22 points and 10 rebounds. Nathan Herbert, the veteran, had 20 points, 3 rebounds and 2 assists. John Davis came in with a good double-double, 14 points and 4 rebounds. So that sets up the equation for Friday night. It's a 7:30 p.m. tip-off. We'll take on the Geelong Supercats. The winner of this game goes through to the SEABL Grand Final at the State Basketball Centre in a week's time, and it's certainly going to be an absolute rip of a ball game. Now, we spoke to Telstra Hobart Chargers president in David Bartlett, and the word we got from David was just on almost 3,000 tickets have been sold for this game already, which is an absolutely fantastic effort by you, the fans of the Telstra Hobart Chargers and the greater community of Hobart. So we thank you for your vital support going into this game, and we thank you for your support for the entire season as well too. It's been absolutely great to see all your faces there. And certainly there's about 200, 300 tickets left in this part of the sale. So if we knock them over, I believe that another part of the deck will be opened up for more tickets to be released. So make sure you stay tuned on all our social media platforms to keep up to date with the news in regards to tickets. But this is the hottest ticket in town as far as in sales are concerned, and it's absolutely fantastic, and it's credit to the Telstra Hobart Chargers, to David Bartlett and his board for making this a reality. So we want to open the curtains more, get more people in there. It's going to be an absolute fantastic night. Now, just to get some experience from a game night situation, our good friends from What's On In, Darren Alexander and his crew, travelled to Kilsyth. Now, if you go to their app, you'll find a cool little supercut film that they did up, and exclusive content there on the What's On In app, so make sure you download it if you haven't got it already. But this was Darren's words going into or after the game from 2 weeks ago now, and he was in Kilsyth for the game. So he said to us, and I'll quote it here, here are a few one-word descriptions to explain how good the game was against Kilsyth, and it was an absolute rip of a ball game, I must say. It was unbelievable, incredible, exhilarating, exhausting, unforgettable and dangerous. he wouldn't miss it for the world. They are some great words coming from one of our fantastic sponsors in What's On In who do a great job for us, and you can see some of their work on our Facebook page and of course on their app. But to hear it from the horse's mouth from Darren Alexander, a great friend of ours here on the show and Chargers TV for that matter of fact, it's a great sell. Get your tickets online through Ticketmaster. I do believe you can get them through your app as well too. I think there might be a link there. But get your tickets. It's going to be an absolute thrill of a ball game, and we can't wait to see you there Friday night. 7:30 p.m. tip-off. There is a curtain raiser to this game as well too. So if you get there early, you might see a little bit of basketball action before the main event. To leave you with, before we go to commercial break, you're going to hear from Telstra Hobart Chargers President in David Bartlett. David speaks about the Southern Huskies branding. He also speaks about the Chargers and the ticket sales, how they're going for Friday night. When we come back, I will be joined by Brent Costello and Justin Bryan as we preview this Friday night's game against the Geelong Supercats.
It's a great thrill to be working with the Australian Antarctic Festival today, and also, of course, with the Mawson Huts Foundation. David Jensen and his team do this magnificent job with the Mawson Huts. The whole thing with the Southern Huskies brand is we want to embrace this fantastic era of heroic exploration that Tasmania has deep linkages to, and therefore we're thrilled with our new 7-foot, very furry signing to the Southern Huskies. His name's Mawson, in honour of the great Australian explorer who, of course, left Tasmania nearly 100 years ago exploring Antarctica. So it's really great to be here at the Huskies Picnic and celebrating a new brand for Tasmania in the Southern Huskies, but also a really old brand that goes deep into our roots of exploration, and hopefully bringing that to life for kids and families, which is what the basketball club's all about.
There were a few questions, Dave, obviously when the Husky brand came out, but this sort of solidifies the link to Tassie.
Yeah, it just goes to show that actually I think this is a fantastic untapped part of Tasmanian culture right now. Our linkages to the Southern Ocean, to Antarctica, to science, but also it goes deep into our history, and all of the great Southern Ocean and Antarctic explorers have a connection with Tasmania, and of course it was their huskies, their dogs, that helped them survive and made them a success, survive and win, and that's all about what the Huskies brand's about.
I've seen him move pretty well around the fancy now. Is this a sign of things to come?
Look, one of the things I've really learned from 2 years of being president of the Chargers is you've got to put a face on the club, and that really engages families and kids. And we're really excited this Friday night at the Doon Entertainment Centre. We're going to have over 3,000 people in the crowd coming to a Hobart Chargers game, and a lot of that's because we've been out engaging the grassroots in schools. Rex the Rhino, of course, with the Hobart Chargers, put a face on the club, and that means kids and families can really relate, and we're really confident that Mawson, the Husky, will do that for the Southern Huskies, but hopefully he'll also bring some real awareness about our great linkages with the Southern Ocean and with Antarctica.
Will Mawson be there on Friday night?
That's a good question, actually. We haven't decided that, but perhaps Mawson should make a little guest appearance on Friday night. I'll take that as a suggestion from the Mercury, and we might run with that, I reckon.
How are the membership going?
I can tell you that we're going to make an announcement when we hit 3,000, and we are approaching 3,000 members at the moment.
Okay, you wrapped with the way that the Huskies have been embraced so fast?
Couldn't be happier with the way both the Hobart Chargers and the Southern Huskies have been embraced by this community. You can see behind me kids are part of this fantastic exhibition, Huskies Picnic put on by Mawson's Huts, and we're just really pleased to be a part of it. We want 3,000 Chargers fans howling like a husky on Friday night at the basketball.
Where are you at with the licence bid?
Well, look, the consortium's meeting with NBL representatives next week. Obviously, we've said we want to know the future of the transaction with the Doon Entertainment Centre and the Glenorchy Council before we take our formal bid to the NBL, but we've started preliminary conversations, and it was great online overnight to see one of Australia's greatest ever basketballers, Andrew Bogut, publicly stating his support for a Tasmanian NBL bid and for the Southern Huskies.
When would the formal bid be put?
We think probably November. The first, obviously, big hurdle to get over is a transaction with the Glenorchy City Council and get some certainty around that. We said we wanted to go to the NBL with 5,000 members and security over the venue, and that's what we're working on doing now.
What's the next step in the process of the Glenorchy Council and the deck?
Well, look, those negotiations are going to now start in earnest. I don't think providing a sort of running commentary on negotiations is the right thing to do, so I won't be doing that. Negotiations are best done, in the cold, hard light of day and around a table sensibly, rather than through the media. So, making a commitment not to commentate on negotiations, if you like, but certainly I think negotiations are getting underway right about now.
3,000 pre-sold tickets, 3,000 new memberships. What kind of message does that send to the NBL?
Well, add to that, by the way, 1,200 people who showed up for the NWBU final last week and another 1,100 who have sold out the Tornadoes game on Saturday night. That's 5,000 people in this week buying tickets to see basketball in Tasmania. I think it's a pretty strong message. And this is all at SEABL and even below SEABL level of basketball. Imagine what it'd be like with 5,000 people at an NBL game tipping off at the Doon Entertainment Centre.
You said the other day you didn't want to get involved in player goings-on. Are all the boys fit and ready to fire this weekend?
Anthony Stewart tells me that Thursday night's training for the Chargers was one like he's never seen before. It was aggressive, it was fast, it was pumped up. These guys are playing for each other and they are absolutely playing to reach the grand final and win the grand final, and it's great to see. This is a team that really is playing for each other now.